What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, today we are going to make a little recap for my dividend portfolio and the month of September, which is just behind us. First of all, let's look at all the changes made to the portfolio, and I have to be honest, there weren't that many. This is because I didn't really have that much money to put into this portfolio for September, but I can already tell you that for October this will be quite different. First of all, I bought 15 euros worth of MSCI. You can already see that, since it's the 3rd of October right now when I'm recording this, I've already bought some more shares for October, but more on that in the video that is coming in a month. And then my second buy, because there were only 2 buys, was Novo Nordisk for another 15 euros. So in total, I only contributed 30 euros to my portfolio. Again, I didn't really have that much money to put into it for September. This is going to vary from month to month, so nothing too crazy here. In terms of worst and best performers, my worst performer by far was Kaspi, down 13%. That is quite a bit, although we have to keep in mind that in the beginning of August the stock rose quite a bit, so it's pretty much just sold off all its gains. In general, Kaspi is a very volatile stock. There's a lot of news surrounding the stock, but geopolitical tensions have a big impact on it. And so if you want to be a shareholder of Kaspi, you have to be prepared for that. My second largest loser is Evolution AB, down almost 5%. This is one of those stocks that is trading really cheap, but for some reason, I mean, there are some reasons that I can understand, but still, I think it's looking pretty attractive. And if it's just trading down, if that's what's going to happen, then so be it. I can just buy more shares at a cheaper price. And lastly, Novo Nordisk is down 3.5%. Again, this is one of those stocks that is kind of a turnaround play for me. And so far, I should still be in the green by a little bit, if I'm not totally mistaken. Nevertheless, cooled off a bit this month, but overall, I'm looking at long-term recovery play, and month-to-month action isn't really that important for that. In terms of winners, we have American Express up a grand total of 0.6%. Wow. Also, you do have to keep in mind with all these numbers, those are after converting into euros, because I'm a German investor, so euros is what is important to me. So, of course, it could be that in US dollars, the stock is up more or less than you can see right here. Or this is taking into account all the foreign exchange rate changes throughout the month, just so you know. Next, Qualcomm is up 4%, close to it at least. I'm not sure if this was after they won this lawsuit against, I mean, it's not really a lawsuit, but some judicial thing has been settled with ARM Holding and they've won. In any case, maybe it was after the decision fell in that regard, or maybe it's just because the stock is pretty cheap, so in any case, I won't complain. And lastly, Topaz Energy, my smallest holding by far, which I don't plan on adding to, is up 5%, which is, whatever. Okay, now let's get to the real juicy part of the video. We are going to look at my dividend payments. And, well, I have to be honest, juicy is not exactly the best word to describe it, because there were only 2 payments. One came from Topaz Energy for 32 cents, and one came from Qualcomm for 99 cents. And this is the first month in a while where we have a year-to-year comparison. Last year I didn't have any Qualcomm at that time, so they didn't pay out anything. And I did have the same 2 shares of Topaz Energy that paid 33 cents. So technically they paid less, but this is only because of foreign exchange rate changes. I actually believe they hiked the dividend a little bit, but it seems that the Canadian dollar in this case has become quite a bit weaker compared to the euro, so I get paid fewer euros. And then one thing I'm also tracking now is my forward annual dividend. So this is the amount of dividends that I should be paid out over the coming year, over the coming 12 months, if I don't add anything and if there's no dividend hikes and no dividend reinvestments and all that good stuff. If we assume all of this, then I should receive 256 euros and 34 cents in the next 12 months, which is just a little above 20 euros a month, which is pretty good already. And we can see that it's up around €2 from last month, although I believe that most of that isn't because of my buys, but rather because maybe there was, I think Vici Properties actually hiked dividends recently. Maybe that was the dividend hike. Maybe it's also because of, again, exchange rate changes. Maybe the dollar has gained a little bit against the euro again. Still, nice to see this number going up. And I have a little graph for this right here. And I expect that over the long run, this is going to trend upwards, as it has already for the past couple of months that I have tracked this. And overall, in the month of September, the portfolio was down 1.4%. I believe the S&P 500 is, and the QQQ and all that stuff is up like 1 to 3%, something, somewhere in that region. So we have definitely underperformed, but this is not the primary issue here. I mean, of course, I would like to outperform the market, but the primary thing here is to build a growing dividend stream with high yields and or high growth rates of the dividend yield. For beating the market, I have my growth portfolio, which usually tends to outperform the market. So yeah, this is a little bit of a different strategy that I'm running here with my dividend portfolio. As for the coming month, I already either ordered all my buys or already executed them. So, well, I already know what's going to happen and you can look forward to it. There's going to be a lot more buying than this month. And also there are going to be new positions in my October video. So stay tuned for that. I'm also planning on making a little 1 year of investing video since I started investing last September, and this has been 12 months now. So I'm planning to do a little recap for both my portfolios, what I learned on journey, and what I am going to try to do for the next 12 months, how I might change my strategy, all that good stuff. So if you are interested in that and want to stick around for it, make sure to subscribe to the video. Also, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Tell me how your month went and also maybe how long you are already on this journey. Again, I'm 12 months in and so far I'm having great fun. With all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.